My name is Serina KenGenmar, and I will be giving you all a brief update on the progress of Ihu Special Economic Zone. So, bear with me as I go through this. This picture on the logo up here represents the keve. Keve is a fishing net that is used in the Gulf Province. Ihu Special Economic Zone uses this as on its logo. It represents ISEZ, or capturing the partners and investors into the economic zone. It also capturing the local and international partners to partner with the ISEZ to fulfill the vision for our Ihu economic zone. I would like to take this evening to thank the Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government, Acting Minister for Commerce and Industry, Honorable Osoro Ewe. He is the member for Kikori District that is the host for the Ihu Special Economic Zone. Despite the failures of the past attempts of the various economic zones in the country, Minister Osoro Ewe has been the reinitiator of the current interest in the ISEZ agenda on the national and international front. Since 2017, when he became member for Kikori, he has been head-on putting this on the agenda in the national front. Without him pushing the special economic zone a wave of interest in the national front, this summit would not have been possible. So thank you, Honorable Osoro Ewe, for pushing ISEZ developments in the country. Now with the ISEZ authority established, with the vibrant leadership of Minister Maru and his team of international trade and investments, ISEZ developments can now see the light in the horizons as our leaders pave the path for more developments in ISEZ in the country. A brief history. Let me take this time to go through the Ihu Special Economic Zone journey. We learn from others so that we can pave our own paths in developing our own economic zone. So Ihu has a history that we also would like to share with all of you partners here and other provinces and districts who are interested in creating economic zones. We'd like to share a little bit about our history. From the humble beginnings in 2017, the Kikori District Development Authority developed a 5-year development plan, which encompassed a grand setting for the foundation of the Ihu Special Economic Zone. It was funded through the Kikori District funds, the DSIP funds, and brought it this far. In 2018, ISEZ, or Ihu Special Economic Zone, was first publicly featured as a concept during the APEC summit here in Port Moresby. Then in April 2019, NEC approved the project concept under the O'Neill government. In December 2019, Parliament passed the Special Economic Zone Authority Bill. In 2020, NEC approved the ISEZ implementation plan with $100 million for the next 5 years under the Marape government as a national project. Under the leadership of Minister Ewe and the project team leader, Peter KenGenmar, ISEZ has come a long way from concept development to the current stage that we are at stage 2 in its progress. This involves, amongst other programs, land mobilization, EIS, site improvement infrastructures, and SME developments. These are much of the topics that have been discussed and are currently going around as hot topics for ISEZ developments. So, just a brief, for those who do not know where Ihu is located, Ihu Special Economic Zone is located in the Gulf Province in Kikori District again. It is next to the country's longest beach, Orokolo Bay, and flight time from there to any parts of the country takes about, from the southern region and the Highlands region and Moresby region takes about 45 minutes from Ihu, the location Ihu. Important considerations were used to design the Ihu Industrial Economic Zone, and these considerations are part of the Ihu Special Economic Zone project design envelope is what we call it. So the first design consideration, sorry, my slide's not working. Okay. Back again. Okay. The first design consideration is ISEZ is strategically located where it also has access to regional markets in the Asia Pacific. I'm sorry, next. Okay, it is directly in line with international container shipping routes from Asia Pacific. It is also in line with the oil import routes and the LNG global shipping routes, the location, and the Pacific flight paths can also be seen as overlapping and flying over the location at the Ihu Special Economic Zone. This makes it strategically located for regional market access in Asia as well as the Pacific region. Here you can see that the second design of consideration that was used is that nationally Ihu Special Economic Zone is located in the Gulf, makes it pivotal in that it has 6 provinces: Western Province, Southern Highlands Province, Chimbu Province, Eastern Highlands Province, Moresby Province, and Central Province all have physical borders to it. It is one of the only provinces that has that many borders to it. So it's linked to all these in terms of no other district has such a market access as Kikori district or Gulf provincial government has with the other provinces surrounding it. ISEZ also has backlinks to Ela and to Enga province and also to Western Highlands and Tiwaka provinces. This makes it strategically located for access to the site. You can also see that Ihu Special Economic Zone is located in line with almost 68% of the total volume of the northwest air traffic running through Gulf and Western Province, the 7 Highlands Province, Moresby provinces, and Manus. When you're flying from Moresby going up to the Highlands, so flying up to Moresby, you will most likely fly through Ihu, and then you turn the flight going up. Coming back to Moresby, flights also come down to Ihu and then turn into Moresby. It makes it strategically located in terms of flight routes within the country. This is a radius of estimated 45 minutes to all 10 provincial airports. Only 32% of the volume in the national volume of flying goes northeast to the other directions to the islands. Included in this also are the national and provincial roads now being constructed with Connect PNG. These bordering provinces all come in through the Gulf province and lead in down to Central province into NCDC. So Connect PNG roads also go through Ihu's location and Kikori district. The third design consideration that was considered was that Ihu Special Economic Zone location is central to abundant natural resources, both renewable and non-renewable. So 80% of PNG's gas yet to be developed is located in Kikori alone, including the Papua LNG. 22% of PNG forestry acreage is in that location as well. 14 of the 16 major river systems in Papua New Guinea flow out into the Kikori Delta. 7 operating fishing licenses are operating in the area as well. We also have coal and iron sand deposits. Those are also being developed and looked into. So you can appreciate the strategic location of Ihu Special Economic Zone in terms for future growth in Papua New Guinea. So coming on to our programs that we are running, one of the major, apart from all the other programs, one of the major programs that we are running is the land mobilization. In any development in PNG, as we all know, PNG access to land is an important factor for the success of any of those projects. Land mobilization is a significant program being carried out this year in 2023, and awareness on land mobilization and environment impact study, the EIS, began in 2022, and we are continuing on to 2023. These are the programs concurrently running in our project office. We have covered the Muro, Popo Coast, Orokolo Coast, Upper Ahia, Lower Ahia, K4 areas, Vailala East, and the Keuru areas. These are areas that are in our project site, and we've done our initial investigations through them. Ihu land mobilization funding and contract has been awarded and under National Land Mobilization Program and will commence after this summit. So in Ihu, land will be mobilized in two ways. This is very important as it's a much talked about and debated in terms of land ownership and development for project development. Infrastructure development such as roads for common use will utilize existing government compulsory acquisition processes. Landowners will be compensated using current ongoing rates. This is for infrastructure like roads or telecommunications that will be built for the economic zone. For all commercial and industrial zoned areas, ISEZ will mobilize and secure the land for the landowners and utilizing state titling processes. The landowners will be able to use as their own asset to be equal development partners on the development of the Special Economic Zone in Ihu. We'd like as much as possible to involve our landowners in owning their own land and being able to develop their land for future development for their generations as well. So we are already working with the Department of Lands to facilitate this. Our Prime Minister and Honorable Richard Maru has already given us the decision to do just this last night. And so we are happy that we are doing that already and in progress with this land mobilization programs. For too long, our people have been a minority in benefit sharing on development projects. This process enables them to protect their land and the developments on their land for their future generations. So this is how us in Ihu Special Economic Zone will be going about mobilizing the land for the development of Ihu, the ISEZ. This is our CLOs, community liaison offices, very integral part of our development. CLOs represent our office, represent us, and are out in the communities. So we have 10, bring them to the office, we've trained them, and they are now out in our communities. They are, like I said, an integral part of our awareness and land mobilization programs. They are out on site and they represent the ISEZ through communicating with the local communities, disseminating information, answering questions, running awareness. Currently, our CLOs are working on something called the FPIC form. This is a free, prior, and informed consent form, and it's a necessary document. This form is signed by the leaders representing the clans, getting their consent for ISEZ to carry out its land mobilization programs, its EIS programs, its infrastructure programs, and etc. So FPIC forms are currently being rolled out by our CLOs through community awareness, going from one village to the next in the impact project area. Over 130 clans have signed the FPIC forms, and representing close to 70% of the overall project area. The Ihu's ISEZ lands team is working closely with the Department of Lands and Physical Planning. We are now in the preparation for issuance of a physical planning permit from the department. Landowners identification program is ready to commence in May after this summit. Environment impact study program is funded and a contract is awarded. They will also start working after the summit. The program will run concurrently with our land mobilization program. Developing the ISEZ and achieving ISEZ goals approvals means working closely in partnership with government departments and agencies such as the Department of Lands and Physical Planning, Commerce and Industry, Department of Works, PNG Ports, SEPA, National Housing Corporation, etc. All these government agencies and departments are very important in helping ISEZ achieve their landmarks and to fulfill national vision goals. One very important component of our Ihu SEZ programs is our SME programs. Ihu SEZ is downstream processing focused, and this means that we work very closely with our SEZ SME programs to develop our locals. Training and enabling our locals to be participants and not spectators is the key drive behind our SME programs. We have conducted numerous SME trainings right across the project area and the district in partnership with the Kikori District Development Authority, as well as the Department of Commerce and Industry. Running training on SME financial literacy, as well as organizing our communities for their cooperative registration. This has captured the local interest and spurring the rapid growth of interest in the SME sector in our district in the last few years. In fishing, agriculture, logging, trade stores, and all other SME activities in the district. Please, you can visit our booth at the back tomorrow to see more on what we have been doing with our SME programs in the district and in our project site. For any SEZ to succeed, key infrastructure needs to be in place. It's probably an understatement. But in order for any SEZ to be able to achieve its full maximum potential, all infrastructure needs to be in place. This means the project must have access to roads, to wharves, to airstrips, telecommunications, water, township, and all other infrastructures that can support the SEZ to develop. Without these, there is no sense in doing or creating an economic zone. Ihu SEZ has its Critical Capital Infrastructure Project, CCIP. This is a comprehensive infrastructure development program aimed at improving the transportation, energy, water, and communication systems in the project area. It includes the construction and upgrade of roads and bridges, airstrips and airports, jetties and seaports, power generation and reticulation, water and sewage systems, telecommunication networks, as well as an industrial township. All these have to be developed, and it's a lot of work, but we start from ground. In Ihu, we had to start from ground zero. For Ihu, Ihu, as I said, we started from ground zero, and we had a lot of hiccups from the beginning. First with the COVID-19 hitting us, and then our project funding was held at the wrong account for the entire 2021. So we could not progress much with those 2 years. Then we had the national general elections in 2022. So we lost almost 3 years from the time we started this project, but that does not stop us from still doing the little that we can do. So despite this, the Kikori District Development Authority has been very supportive in ensuring that simple things like roads were built. We had a road from the high school, Ihu Station, to the Ihu High School, and Petoi to Bailala Road being built. Also fixing the Ihu Rural Airstrip. After 40 years of no plane landing, we managed to have a plane land, and that was a big achievement in our project development. For the first time, our people were able to see machinery. That's the first time the plane landed after 40 years. And then they were able to see machinery and excavators. For the first time, our people were able to save money as well too, because when the roads were built, that costed them only about 30 kina to come to the bay where they would catch a dinghy to Kerema town, whereas before they would spend up to 100 kina on the dinghy ride. So that put money back into the people's pocket. This is economic transformation right at the bottom. And having the roads built was one of our major developments, achievement that we did. And to see the changes and to be able to see 3 brand new diners now operating on that road, which they've never seen before, and to be able to save that extra money when they come to Kerema, that is all what economic prosperity and development is, when our people can put that extra kina into their pocket. Okay, so I come almost to my end of my presentation. If you would like to know more, it is on our website. So this is our website, www.ihusezpng.com. You can get more information from our booth. Please visit us should you need more information about the journey of how we came about developing our ISEZ. Thank you for listening.